Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's the 15th of May. We're Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. Good morning,
Guten
guys.
Tag.
Morning.
How are we all?
All
All
good.
good in the hood.
Excellent news. So, got any plans for the weekend?
I got a plan to try and filter my camera like you two do to make yourselves look younger.
Yeah. Oh, we've got the take 10 years off camera filter.
Or maybe just like step like that. Is that better?
Yeah. Someone to shock you every morning before you start.
A little wig, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Getting a lot of cuts on my head where I keep banging it.
Oh, that's no good.
What, against the wall?
Maybe it's Tina banging it when I'm asleep at night.
Maybe.
We went for a little couch. We're doing this couch to 5K, and we went for a little run the other day. And you know, sort of obviously worrying about social distancing, runners and cyclists all over the place. And we got to this part in the path where it sort of widens out, and there's a couple over there chatting, social distancing, but chatting to people. There was another couple coming towards us on bikes with their two kids. And all of a sudden, it's sort of like all got a bit panicky. So I just sort of stepped slightly off the path. Fucking ankle went. I smashed on the floor, and honestly, just looked. I mean, smashed my hand, smashed my ankle, smashed my wrist, smashed my foot. Really, I've ached for 2 days. I didn't mention it the last couple of days.
Nothing worse than a sprained ankle.
But it was just the most embarrassing thing. I couldn't have done it anywhere more public. It was like, I think you've been locked down for sort of like 3 months. You come out for a walk or try a little bit of a jog, and you wait until there's more people around, and just everyone just looked around at me as I was stupid.
We were saying that A&E is full of cyclists or people that have been hit by cyclists, isn't it? Basically. Well, I think so.
I think it's them guys on scooters that go about 30 miles an hour on a path.
Not the electric
lightning. Yeah.
My son took a tumble down a ditch yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah. I went out for a run and they come along on their bikes, and I turned round and he was like upside down in a ditch.
No.
You're right.
Yeah,
Is that trying to avoid a car or something?
I don't know what he was trying to do. He was going over a little wooden bridge and he just fell down the side of it, but he was all right.
Happens to the best of us, mate.
Wheel caught, probably.
Yeah. Right, let's chat some FX then. Ian, I'm going to chuck it over to you. Give us the roundup on what's going on in FX land.
Okay, mate. Well, not a great deal yesterday. What I do want to talk about this morning. So this is euro dollar. So we've not going back to that chart.
I like that chart now.
No, God, I have. Look, I've done it.
When I first saw it, I thought, what the fuck are you doing?
It's working,
I'm actually thinking it's going to work.
Yeah.
I really do. So I think I like it now.
This is what we like, which is this flag formation is at 106.40 odd, and the bottom of that channel, the alphabet channel, we're going to call it, is at 106.25. So again, we're just trying to get into rallies here. Now, quite interesting is that the Brexit talks start again today. So I'm going to talk about euro, and I'm going to talk about sterling, and the EU is threatening the UK with a lawsuit, which I didn't know, about freedom of movement. And basically, the UK is saying that the Brexit deal or any future deals should be taken from existing agreements from other countries, whereas the Eurozone want to give us a new deal, strangely enough, which is obviously not going to be as good as the other ones that are already existing. So we've also got the Euro GDP today, gross domestic product, which is, I think it's going to register an all-time low. Let's have a look. So GDP minus 3.8. It was minus 3.8 last quarter. So anything worse than expected, we could see a reversal down in the euro. So this is a flag formation. This is our resistance at 108.32, and we're just moving back up, and we might hopefully get a trigger and a retest before that figure comes out this morning. The reason I wanted to talk about euro sterling is because I've got an interesting level up here, 89.02. So as that euro pushes higher, obviously sterling moves to the downside. We've got a 161.8% fib here at 89.02, and we've got some bespoke resistance at 89, the figure. So it could be quite limited. And also, if we go to euro crosses, and I just wanted to go through a few of these. Let's put the big picture on just So this was our overnight. This is our trigger from yesterday. So we didn't get it in our hours because we stopped trading overnight. But at 10 o'clock it did hit that level and move lower. So quite bearish still in euro yen. I think Joe's still bearish in euro Swiss, aren't you, Joe? He's ignoring me.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Still selling rallies.
And then this yesterday as well, euro Aussie. We tried to get short here, 168.40 for the top of this wedge formation, and the high trade was at 168.38. So we just missed that. But again, it's quite common to get retests of these wedge formations. So sort of a retest of the wedge is around about 167.80. So I can't see many euro crosses that hold a bullish bias. And this was my call yesterday. It hung around again for ages in the day, and then we got a sell off into the close, which was quite nice. And it was a wedge formation. It's quite common, like we just said, to get breakout wedge formations to be retested. And if it gets up to this level, then it's possibly a head and shoulders as well. So this will be the left shoulder, this will be a head, this will be a right shoulder, and a bent neckline there. So just talking about euro in general and looking at a single currency, it looks quite bearish against the basket of most things. And if we go to this, which is our,
I was going to say, let's have a look at the basket.
This is resistance here, so sort of limited upside as far as I can see for the euro today, and could be completely wrong. GDP could come out completely strong and throw us in another direction, but that's basically what I'm looking at today. Is selling into euro strength across the board, basically.
Okay, thanks, mate. Good roundup.
Right, cheers. Thanks.
Steve, all going to commodities yesterday.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it? It's nice when it works. Throw enough shit at the wall, some of it stick. So yeah, oil first. I'll start with oil. We saw gains yesterday again. It's like yesterday I shocked myself.
Is that fifth day in a row of gains?
All,
I think
all the thousands of viewers that watch us when I said I'm starting to fancy this higher now. Obviously got this daily chart, long way off a inverse head and shoulders, but there is potential here. It's not going to be a straightforward trade by any means. So looking at more of the hourly charts, the intraday charts, we had this triangle formation and it broke higher, and I'm looking to buy a dip. We've got above the highs of the 5th of May and the 7th of May, and obviously maybe looking to retest this $32 odd level. Copper, again, looking to buy a dip, didn't quite get down to where we wanted to buy it yesterday. I think we were looking to buy it at 230, got down to 231.50 or something. And again, I'm looking to buy a dip on that today. There's we're getting a little bit of basically pick up in China as they reopen, hopes of more stimulus measures as well. So we've got this, if we look at the daily chart, we have got this corrected bullish channel. So real resistance is up at these 250, 260 levels. So a little bit of a way to go there. But we did post a bullish hammer yesterday after an inverted hammer. So pretty decent signals, and obviously the Ichimoku cloud provides some support along with the upward trending support line on the channel. So quite positive on copper as well. Now gold. Now what's happening in gold? We had obviously let's look at the daily chart first. Show you this level back on the 14th of April. Comes in at 1448. Sorry, 1748, and thinks an obvious retest maybe. I think silver seemed to sort of like steal the show yesterday, which is obviously I don't mind talking about, as I did call it. And it's broken above the 14th of April high, and obviously, just as I just showed you, gold hasn't. So gold's still got a little bit of a way to go. So now, but this is, I think, where silver's coming back into its own a little bit more. Obviously, reopening, demand picking up. It's obviously completely different commodity to gold, but it does normally follow suit. But it has been suppressed over the recent months. So yeah, silver I'm pretty bullish of. Not necessarily gold doesn't necessarily follow suit. A little bit of a flag, but I'm looking to fade this today, and I didn't think I'd ever say that. Looking to sell gold. Long term, medium term, I'm still very bullish on gold, but and we're sort of like seeing this the China-US relations being strained with the US looking to obviously blame China for the outbreak of the disease.
Everything.
Yeah, and also starting to reintroduce the trade war element to it. Yeah, so that's where I am. I'm sort of it's a bit of a high risk trade, I think, but I don't know whether gold has got the legs in it to have the rally that I'm waiting for. And that's it.
Okay.
Lovely.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Steve. Okay, let's have a look at indices. So overnight, largely bullish session. In the overnight session yesterday, it was a bit of a mixed bag. There was quite a lot of heavy selling throughout most of the day, but then we did see quite a significant rally take place. This is the Australian stock market, the ASX 200, and it's quite a similar theme across most of the charts. You're seeing a lot of bounces from the 61.8% levels of these swing moves that we've seen since sort of start of May, which sort of topped out around about the 11th. We've seen a corrective move lower, and 61.8% has come to the rescue, and we've seen that also on the Nikkei, which we have there. Nice big outside candle posted there as well at around about 3 o'clock yesterday when the rally started, and we've seen a decent push higher there. Seen it on the DAX, not so clear with regards to fib levels, but there was a level there. Where does that go back to? So roughly, you've got to go back some way really to find some support at the 10,160 level, but it did seem to do a job, and again posted a big outside candle, and the rally is underway. Still looking to fade gains, I think, in equities, but I think there's a bit more scope for upside. Looking to sell at 10,660 today. So we'll see if it gets up there. That's around about 61.8% of the down move that we saw that started on the 11th of May. On the FTSE, similar to the DAX, bounced from previous lows that we saw on the 4th of May. Big outside candle and rallying pretty hard. Again, looking to fade this, selling close to that 61.8% of this swing move down. We've got sell levels in today at 5,860. So we'll see what happens on the approach to that. But as you guys touched upon, there seems to be some brewing or more brewing of tensions with regards to China and the US. In the China Global Times yesterday, there was a comment from the editor who said that the conflicts are rising and the risk of a military clash is increasing, which I thought was a bit
bold, isn't it?
Yeah, very bold. President Trump did state, however, that he has a great relationship with the Chinese president. He just doesn't want to talk to him right now. So, yeah, interesting times ahead. And I don't think that's going to go away, until they do have a conversation and, something is, some sort of truce is had, I think. So, and while that's still the case, there's going to be a lot of uncertainties that are going to persist, and stock markets are going to continue to be volatile, I think. So, trade for me at the minute is still fading gains there.
Lovely.
Yeah,
cheers, Joe.
Lovely. Okay, so gun to the head.
Must have been a monster day yesterday.
It was a very good day yesterday. Let's just share the screen. So we had 3 trades as always. Let's highlight this here. So we had a long in dollar yen from myself. We had a long in silver from Steve and a short in euro New Zealand dollar from Ian. The US dollar Japanese yen trade hit target.
Nice.
3.75 R. Steve made just over 3 R.
Well done, lads.
3.08 R, and Ian made 0.8 R. So collectively, what was that? Let's add that all up. That was a 7.6 R day.
I just worked out as 4, sorry.
New highs.
Yeah, so how does that look on the LP&L? Well, that takes us above 2,000. So our small account that we started hypothetically on our calls has now reached £2,015 The collective R is 76.15, but of course we've been compounding the returns by using a fixed percentage risk on each of our trades that we call. Every
Yeah,
single
that
one has been
completely
called.
threw me there, Joe. I didn't understand a word of that, but yeah.
Every single call that we make has been live on Talking Ball, so it's all there for everybody to see. So, guys, I think we're doing a
Well
pretty
done.
good job. Well, what started off as a bit of fun, just calling some live trades, on the market, has worked out to be, pretty successful all in all.
We did say we were going to go on the piss when we got to that level.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been on the piss for the last
No,
7
that's
weeks
true.
since we've been locked down.
We could have a Zoom party at the weekend.
So one of my pals on a WhatsApp group feels like he said, "I feel like I've been on a boys' holiday for the last 6 weeks."
They said it's about right, probably.
Yeah. If Corona doesn't get us, the livers will.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's have another crack, see if we can keep this momentum going and pick some new trades today. I have picked US dollar, Canadian dollar.
Ooh, I might go against you here.
So
Do it.
I was looking
That's
at.
the worst looking head and shoulders I've
I know
ever seen in my life.
It's a bit limp, isn't it? But I was looking at the dollar index this morning, so I only ever look at these trades at a glance, really. So the fact that we're doing so well is quite a miracle. But just looking at this as a glance, it seems to have found a bit of resistance around about 100.56, and we've got this bearish candle that's formed over the last hour. So there is potential for a bit of a drop in the value of the US dollar, I think, over the coming hours. So that's why I've looked at US dollar CAD. And as Ian correctly said, that is a weird looking head and shoulders. So do you know what? I'm just going to... I forced that one a little bit, so I'm going to get rid of it.
Do you know what they say? If you've got to force it,
Yeah.
am I allowed to say? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, if you've got
Got a force of fart, it's normally shit.
Okay, so broken channel there. As I'm looking at this snapshot of the hourly chart on the dollar CAD chart, and we've had a break of the channel, a retest there, and a nice bearish candle posted over the last hour. So I'm going to sell that now at 140.25. Stop just above those highs that we've seen this morning at 40.62, and I'm going to target and move down to these lows that we saw on the 11th at 139.100. So 3.4R on that today.
I'm not going to say good luck.
Okay.
I'm going to say got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, you've got to be in it to win it. That's for sure.
Yeah, you haven't said your trade yet, though. You've got to wait till after you say your trade and then say you've got to be in it to win it. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Right. Go on in, Ian. Let's see the opposite view of this.
No, Steve next. I'm coming in last. Unless have you got one, Steve?
No, I haven't really, but I sort of I'm going to go with Joe.
Oh, hello, boys club.
Well, you know what? I was gonna sell gold. It was quite close to where we triggered. I'm surprised we haven't been triggered actually on.
You're trying to make up a funny head and shoulders there, like Joe.
Back your trade, Steve, from this morning.
What was that?
The gold. If you've been triggered on it.
Well, it hasn't come up on the trigger. I don't know if I didn't set the alert, but just trade it up to the price. Should I back the gold? No, I've already backed the gold on our normal stuff, so I don't need to back it here as well. It's pointless.
Double bubble.
This absolutely spot on, perfect head and shoulders pattern. It's always like this.
It's retested the neckline, lovely there.
Yeah. So let's see if it's yes. Look at that. See, retested the neckline. That's a better one, isn't it? It looks like a bit more like a duck. Or it
looks like it's probably hit target. There's such a shallow head and shoulders. It's already hit target.
Yeah. Let's draw it like and put teeth on it as well, shall we? There we do. Let's put teeth on it.
Oh, scary. Yeah.
So anyway, no one will understand that. It's far too advanced for most people, so I won't go. This is a bearish outside bar on the hourly chart. So let's sell it. It's obvious, isn't it? Especially if Joe says it's going down. How could it not? The stop on it, I will put a stop at 140. Ooh, what am I doing up there? Here's a stop. Oh, it's on 147. No, I'll do it. And the target on it, I'll go for 99.60. Me 2.64 risk reward if I get short here. 100.18. I'm selling it.
Good luck.
Obviously, I didn't want to sell gold because quite like Joe's idea of the dollar selling off and that chart. So obviously that might mean gold holds around the same levels.
There were some comments from Trump overnight which could also call a dollar top. He stated it's a great time to have a strong dollar, which is in complete contrast to the stance
What's
that he
he
had last
talking
year
about?
when he was trying to slam the dollar and get Powell to do more QE in order to devalue it.
He wanted negative interest rates last week.
He's also saying he feels strongly that the US should have negative interest rates.
But negative interest rates, but a stronger
And a
dollar.
strong dollar, yeah. He wants
How
it
the
all,
fuck's
doesn't
he going to get that?
Well, what's wrong with that? It's nice to have everything you want, isn't it?
Those are the sort of comments that bite you in the arse, though, aren't they? We want a strong dollar, and then it calls the top.
Fake news, mate. I don't believe he said that.
He probably didn't.
He won't believe he said it.
Give me the
certainly
screen,
deny it.
quick. Give me the screen. Gimme.
There you go.
Right. I was going to go for Euro New Zealand again, just to play that head and shoulders pattern, but I'm not going to because I've already said I'm not going to. So
I'm going to sell that myself now.
dollar CAD long-term bias is bearish, or is it? Is this actually a triangle formation? Anyway, we've got trendline resistance 141.65. This level here is quite pivotal for CAD. If we go here, we've just hit a 50% pullback level.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Whee! We've also hit 2 DMark 13 counts. Our clients are hopefully long at 140.20, I think, or 140.21, which was our trigger. So I've got to go for this up towards that fib retracement. And I think looking at the dollar index, we're going back to the dollar. I keep on going on about it. Nobody's listening. It's bullish, I think, up to here. I can't see any reason why it would turn around here anyway. So that's me. I'm going long. Can I have our entry at 140.20?
Oh, you can't. We've already got that one.
140. Oh, God, it's flying. 130.41, 65. What's my stop going to be? Ridiculous R. That'll do, actually. Don't change it. What am I doing changing it? Leave it.
That's spot on.
Yeah, 24.9 my stop.
Perfect.
Long at 140.31, stop at 140.0061, target 141.65.
Okay, providing we get some decent volatility in that today, then hopefully we'll have a positive outcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
23
Okay.
minutes.
So what's going to cause the volatility? We've got US retail sales at 1:30 and we've got US consumer confidence at 3 o'clock. We've also got some European numbers out. I think we just had German GDP. What did that come in at? Came in at minus 2.2%, which was in
As
line
expected.
with forecasts.
Yeah.
So probably no changes there. German industrial sales just came in as well at minus 25.2%. Last month
They were struggling, weren't they, before all of
+9.
this? But Germany's a bit of a worry, isn't it? They were struggling before Corona.
Yeah.
And what they're saying now is because of their import lines are fucked, so they can't get all their stuff to import to make their cars and stuff like that, that the industry is really going to struggle.
Yeah. Well, they're big on the old autos, aren't they? It's a huge export for them.
Can't get the parts. A bit like iPhones.
Okay, so elsewhere we've got Eurozone GDP at 10 o'clock, so that'll be the next big figure. Keep an eye on your Euro crosses ahead of that. News yesterday from the Bank of England. We've had the Governor Bailey reaffirm that negative interest rates are not on the table at the moment. So we did see a bit of a bounce, I think, in sterling as a result of that, although he also commented that it's not wise to rule anything out forever. So he says it's not on the table, but it sounds like it's next to the table.
Under the table.
Huge amount of uncertainty, obviously, about the economic scarring, and the risks are clearly to the downside. So, no, I think surprises there in the comments. I think that's pretty much it.
US retail sales 12:30. 1:30, sorry.
1:30, yep. And then Michigan Consumer
Michigan.
Confidence at 3, which is the high impact data for today.
And then overnight, over the weekend, we've got, Sunday
GDP
night.
from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite interesting.
Could provide a lively start to Monday then.
Indeedy.
Great. Okay.
Oh,
Well-
not advertising that, am I? Get off.
Okay, right, let's wrap it up there, gents. Good show today. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hope you've done well in your trading, and we'll catch you all next week.
Yeah, well done, lads.
Ta-da.
See you
Cheers.
later.
Bye.